all the fish and more.
Good morning, welcome back to the Sardine news. It seems to me that the only news around is a stupid cyclone spinning away up there. Can you see it? Clear as day. That's a nice contemporary photograph from AfriWix from UMETSAT satellite imagery. You can see exactly what's going on. That's the thing that's throwing this moist air towards us. And then we've got that little cold front coming up from the south. And they're going to collide. And that's, I think, what causes all the fuss with this. Everybody forecasting doom and gloom. To take this opportunity to remind you, we are not weather forecasters here at the Sardine News. We are conditions analyzers. We just notice what's going on and analyze it. And hopefully we can produce a clear analysis of what's going on, what you can do, what you can't do at the time. We mainly talk about ocean conditions. Back to the weather guys. You know, they've got like 6 models to choose from. I wrote a story about this before. It's interesting enough to see that they've got models from Europe, which is what South African Weather Services uses. They're windy, who are very good, and that bunch of people have got access to services that they pay to get the information from. Now, who they pay, those service providers are much like AI in that they've got a big track record of what happened in the past, and they create these models that are based on that information. In other words, your forecasts come from a consensus of what's happened in the past, same as AI, which is why AI gets it wrong too, and the same as the weather guys. The models get it wrong. But conveniently, these guys can choose whatever model suits them, and this was my gripe before, because nobody clicks on good news. Only people click on bad news. Maybe 100 times more people click on bad news. So if the weather is going to be really bad, they get much more clicks, a lot more clicks. And then, as you know, those websites are powered by money, by revenue. Each click that they get a bit of money from the advertisers. But then they got to pay for the query that came out of the application service provider, the oaks with the weather data, with the models. So it's all a big spiral, and the more clicks they get, the more money they get. So that's how simple it is. All that said, yeah, I'm not going to be stupid enough to ever be a weather forecaster. Never. All I am is a conditions analyzer, and we just like to know what's going on in the atmosphere and in the ocean around us specifically. Okay, conditions. We have a full moon, absolutely full moon, and that coincides with all this chaos that's going on here with this cold front fighting with the cyclone, and we're stuck in the middle with you. And so we're probably going to get storm surges along with the other surges that we normally get, the tide surge. Then we also got to talk about this horrible swell. This is not the swell that we want. And it says 16 seconds, so we even got excited yesterday thinking, oh, we might get some waves. But jeez, it's ugly, eh? The ocean is, like Ian's going to say now, it's on its head. It's not a pretty place to be at all. And the wind is going to be light all day. And it's weird how this wind can't really blast through as a proper cold front because of that cyclone spinning the air towards us. And like I said, we're stuck in the middle with you. Okay, the tides, big tides again, mid-morning, spring low, very cool for most conditions, most things, but just watch out for the currents, obviously. And like I said, don't go near the ocean, even though it's 26 degrees and cleaning up in most places. It's not a cool place to be. So let's see how this pans out. The doom and gloom, all these forecasters who've told us tonight we're going to die, and it's just chaos. I don't know about that. Okay, I'm just going to flip over to Ian for a quick report from wherever he is.
All the fish and more.
Good morning, Sean. Coming to you from Umtantwini, main beach. Nice little view of high rocks there. Your sea is on its head today. Some big dumpers coming through. I don't know where the swells came from yesterday and today, like chalk and cheese. But yeah, as you can see, some real big dumpers coming through. Mind you, we're on the tide 10, spring tides. Full springs are tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Granny's Pool, between the river mouth in the distance there. But yeah, what a beautiful day. And there, guys, that's me from Umtantwini, main beach, tide lines, and stay safe.
And luckily we got a report from Mnibe, from Robbie down there, and he reckons that the southeast is blowing, but it's more like a south-southeast or even a south, which is consistent with what the weather forecast guys have said, and it also makes sense regards the entire picture with this onshore flow and this stupid cyclone Jude. What a nice name. They wasted on a cyclone like that. Okay, I think that's all of today's news. The Kuta are here, by the way. hey, somebody had a good day's fishing, but you have to wait for tomorrow for the Bears Master Waterman report. He's got dibs on that news. It's his scoop. But yeah, okay, don't forget, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in tomorrow's report if all goes according to plan. Ciao, ciao.